Hey boys, welcome back to some spin bowling career mode, the second part in this first class match. In the first innings, we got a very good total. We're struggling a bit in the second innings, but it's still a good platform to set up a big chase for the Blues. They only got 222, and we got, what did we get in the first innings? Like 350 odd. It was, so we got a handy lead still. The 3 for 21 is not the ideal start you want. It looks like Stark may have picked up a couple of the wickets here, as he tries a short one straight away there. Usual tactic to us in this career mode so far. We played the short ones pretty well, but 2 for 12. He's been hit around a little bit, but he's picked up the 2 wickets. That's what they needed. The Blues, they're still not out of this game by any means. If they clean us up here, then they're a very, very good chance of chasing a score. A lead, 150, 154, whatever it was, chasing, I don't know, like chasing like 250, 300 is going to be very tough, but it's doable with their batting lineup probably. But once again, just don't have that mid on in place. We're gonna exploit that. We're gonna hit it down there all day if he pitches it up, and it's a good shot. We time it well. And that's what we've done in the first class arena as of late. Just timing the ball much better. That one though, a bit quicker, 158 Ks. They just honestly just beat me for pace. Too quick, too quick. Not really any movement. Like, we're in very early here, but doesn't look like it's swinging at all. So it shouldn't be too hard to bat on. That one we just little block and run. Probably not the smartest idea, but Mitchell Stark a little too slow. We do pick up the cheeky single, and it was a bit nerve-wracking there for a second, that's for sure. But once again, bit of deja vu right here. I actually thought I was like replaying the same over, but no, they're just sticking with this field. They got a lot of players on the offside, but it looks like he's just trying to go with the angle. I mean, if the ball isn't swinging back, it's not a terrible strategy to, cover the off field and just get those angling across with the natural angle of the left-hander. But we're covering it quite well. We are playing a little bit against the angle. They are slightly risky shots when you think about it. It's going across, trying to play it down mid-on. You can easily get an edge to those as we run 4 there. Our play was struggling a bit, but good stuff by Renshaw, who was moved on to 25 or 20. So Renshaw is not mucking around in this innings. He's looking to put on a good lead, and quickly as well. Ourselves 18 off 11, so it's been a good solid partnership already. And once again, just taking it downtown there. The mid-off fielder must be having a great time having to chase these to the boundary. This time though, he actually does pretty well. Cut it 3 as Nathan Lyon comes back into the attack. He did get us out in the first innings. Pretty frustrating, but this time getting a little bit of revenge on him. Just take it over mid-on. It was a full ball. I just saw it. Just went through with the shot. That's my strategy. With the spinners, using your feet is definitely the option. But if it's like a full delivery like that, I pretty much always go in the air, because you're going to get to it on the full, and it's fairly easy to nail those ones. If it's a green, a good length, I'll generally stick along the ground unless I'm just going for the big shot. But yeah, that's generally how I do or my strategy for charging the spinners, because charging is definitely the easiest way. I probably, I try not to do it every ball, because it is a little easy. You can definitely get out. Like, I've been stumped like a few times. Occasionally you'll york yourself and just miss it, but good stuff there. Just working off the pads. Couple of 2s in a row there, and that is the 50-run partnership off 39 balls. So very quick work. Renshaw is on to 30 off 20. No, that's us. We're 30 off 20. Renshaw is 27. So he's keeping pace with us, which is pretty darn good. That time I go against my own advice, and I hit along the ground, but it's a good shot regardless. Just looking at that wide mid-on, mid-wicket area. They got the cover fielder, they got the mid-off. A little tight to get through that offside, but he's gone out wide there. See, that ball right there was actually pretty well done. Well, you know, luckily I didn't charge it, because that right there is something that you'll get out to. If they throw it out wide and you go for the charge, then you're pretty much going to get stumped because you can't reach the ball. And that's sort of a way they can sort of combat that. But Nathan Lyon just over pitching once again. Looked like he tried to dart in a little quicker, but just slipped out the hand, it looked like, as we move on to 40. So approaching our second 50 is that time. Going for the cut shot. It gets me out so often, except if it's a full ball like that, the cut shot is very viable. If it's a good length ball, I just got to get in the habit of not playing the cut shot. Some people might make it work and might know the secrets, but if it's a full delivery, then yeah, the cut shot works pretty well. But move on to 44 now. Can we bring it up with the maximum? That's what we try to do, and it doesn't have the carry. I thought it did for a second. The crowd was going up for us, but this is potentially going to be our second 50 in a row here. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 100 in the first innings. I was pretty gutted with that one. We played so patiently and so well, honestly. Just fell short. But that is going to be a very good solid 50. You know, a little bit of a different mode for us, going more aggressive, but 50 off 36. Not not going crazy, but it's a quick 50 off 36 deliveries. Hopefully this time we can turn it into a big one, although I'm not, we lead by 227. I really wasn't that concerned if I get out at this stage, just getting back in. Obviously you want a bigger lead than a bit over 200, but we still got a lot of power to go in the sheds. And right here, a little bit of misplay there. I was just trying to be aggressive, and I stayed back in the crease that time. I thought I could thump this one over the cover fielder. I should have charged it, but the confidence was sky high. I thought I could get underneath it, just didn't quite time it, and the man comes around from cover. Takes a pretty nice catch at the end there as our wagon wheel. I didn't realize I scored that many on the leg side, honestly, through mid-wicket, mid-on, just peppering that boundary. But yeah, we do have that good lead. Hopefully we can just push it forward here. Chris Hartley doing pretty well, gets the 100. He's still going. He gets a mammoth score. I don't think he got out. He got 180 odd not outs, and that set us up beautifully this second innings. There's no chance of winning now. We got 414. I am the captain, so I could have declared at any time, but there's still so much time in this game. Chris Hartley, 185. He actually did get out for 219. That's incredible stuff. The old fellow Hartley. Chris Hartley, on a bit of an off-topic note, he is one of the most unlucky cricketers to play the game. He's someone that probably should have been, playing for Australia in, test level, because they've said for ages that Hartley is probably the best keeper in the game. Well, for the last few years, or even fair few years ago, ever since Gilchrist tried, Hartley's been up there as probably, if not the best, and one of the best keepers. And his first class average, I don't know what it is the last couple of years, but I know he used to be up 40, maybe even into the mid 40s. He was an extremely underrated batter. Was that one? The ball just grips there. Go up for the appeal. I thought he might have edged it because it really did grip, but no luck there. It was a good delivery though, so that's good. Can't think of the word, but there we go. We get Curtis Pattinson there, the left-hander. They're no chance of winning, and this is hopefully going to cause, they could obviously defend it, bat out the draw, but hopefully we can clean them up here. Looks like it is gripping quite a bit. It was yeah, it's turning quite sharply, and I do, as you'll see, I go up here because there are some big cracks on this pitch, and it's fairly well directed for our bowling. It might be a touch short, but if we hit that, it could go anywhere. I don't really know how the game, works with, cracks in the pitch, whether or not it can bounce a different way or if it just spins a bit more. I'm not too sure, but, that couple of big cracks down the middle there. Like I said, maybe a touch short for our bowling, but it could hit the edge of it, and that's what I was trying to aim for. You might not be able to see it too well in the video, but when I was playing, I was really trying to hit the crack there. That wrong in was pretty close to it. But yeah, going back to Chris Hartley, yeah, one of the most well, not really. It's funny because I don't know if he was underrated. I guess he was underrated, but you know, you heard a lot of commentators talk about him, but you know, just one of those guys who never really got a chance. Obviously, you know, since Gilchrist, they had Brad Haddin, who was exceptional at test level. But yeah, Chris Hartley, very unlucky not to play any international matches. But yeah, that's a little bit of off-topic talk, you know. Just one of those things. Queenslanders don't really get selected too frequently in the high honours as that one there. Nathan Lyon is now in with Josh Hazelwood. And okay, so we skip over this pretty quickly, and I was pretty shocked that they gave it out. Like when I look at it now, his foot was raised, like it wasn't flat on the ground, but I still thought like a bit of his foot was behind the line. Maybe not, but that's okay. And then all of a sudden, the game's done. You know, they were putting on well, not really, we're getting wickets pretty frequently, but we do pick up a 3 for here. We pick up the last 2 wickets and 2 balls, which is nice. And just a well-flighted delivery, just missing that crack actually. And a nice simple catch for us. So, you know, the game finished pretty quickly, and we flogged them 310 runs. Chris Hartley, man of the match. He got 81 and 185. I mean, he definitely deserved it, although we were pretty good. We got 2 50s, we got 3 for, we got a 1 for. You know, a good overall performance by the team. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like if you are, and I'll see you guys next time.